How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best KAPKAN spots to use on every single map in the game. Let's get started. Alright guys, for the best spot in Oregon, you guys are going to put this on garage door right here. It doesn't really matter what side of the door you do this on. I just typically do it on this side. And if you end up putting 3 here, you can kill someone if they walk through it. So like I said, it doesn't really matter what side you put it on, because attackers are going to be focused on this doorway right here. So they're just going to be looking at that the whole time, and if they don't pay attention, then they should be able to just walk in here and die. Hey guys, now we're in Clubhouse. Now the best spot you guys want to do this on is in stock. Now this works extremely well if you guys are defending CC, because more than half of the time attackers like to come in through the stock door right here. If you guys want to put traps on the doorway, I suggest you put them on the right side of the door right here, because it's really well hidden compared to the left side. Attackers are really going to be focused on this wall right here. If there's a person playing bar and they made a hole, or perhaps the doorway leading into lounge, so they're gonna ignore what if there's anything at their doorway and should be able to get a free kill. We're in bank. Now I suggest you guys put KAPKAN traps on this doorway into admin. If you guys are defending basement, attackers more likely than not will come through the room to get the hatch. So this KAPKAN works really well, and I've died by this setup so many times. Attackers are not really going to be focused. There's traps nearby because it's so far away from sight. And most of the time, this will actually kill the hard breacher who's trying to get the hatch. We're in Consulate. Now, I would suggest putting your KAPKAN traps on this side of the doorway, outside piano. This is a pretty common entry for attackers who are trying to play vertical if you guys are playing basement, because they want to get the hatch that's near the room. And most of the time, attackers are just going to be focused in this area if there's any defenders playing and trying to protect the hatch. So they're going to walk by the door and not notice there's going to be a KAPKAN right here. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know in the comments below what other videos you guys want me to do. For the next spot, we're in Chalet. Now, this trap always works for me in library. A lot of attackers like to come through library whenever you guys are defending second floor. So what I like to do, I put traps on this doorway, but I put them on the left side, because if you put them on the right side, it's going to be so visible for attackers that they can just shoot it and get away with it. So if you want to make sure that you get at least one kill with this, I suggest you put it on the left side of this doorway right here, where it's less visible. Alright guys, for the best spot in border, there are actually two I really like to use. I like to put two on this hallway right here for any attackers who are coming up top east, which is going to be 90% of the time. Make sure you put it on this side of the hallway, not on this side, because look how visible it is for attackers who are trying to swing an office and kill anyone. So make sure you put it on the left side right here where they're more hidden. Alright guys, for the next map, we're in Kanal. Now this spot actually works really well. This is definitely one of my favorite maps to play KAPKAN on. Now, if you guys are defending basement, I suggest you guys put KAPKAN traps by the bathroom. But I'm going to show you how to do it exactly, because this could determine or not whether you guys get kills. An attacker who's already entrenched, from this angle you can see there's a KAPKAN trap on this side of the doorway. So if you're going to put a KAPKAN on this doorway, I suggest you put it on the other side. With KAPKANs now being on this side of the doorway, it's not even visible to any attackers who are inside trench. And what I like to do is I usually put two KAPKAN traps here. Then I put the rest on this other door and bathroom right here on this side. And for the other doorway, you want to make sure you put them on the left side, not on the right. Because if you put them on the right side, you can clearly see them from an attacker's point of view if they're in bathroom. Or from this angle, the traps on the left side of the doorway are invisible. On the next map, we're in Theme Park. Now, if you guys are defending Throne Room, most of the time attackers like to come through Going Room here just to clear anyone that's possibly roaming on the first floor. Where I like to put KAPKAN traps is on this side of the doorway. I found that this works really well. This usually works about like 75-80% of my games where I'm playing KAPKAN. I usually get like a free kill every single time, so this spot works really well. They don't expect KAPKAN traps to be on this doorway, surprisingly. They usually expect it to be somewhere close to sight. And if you're going to put on that doorway, just make sure to put on the left side, because if they come through the double door, they can see if there's a trap on that side. Now for the next spot, we're in Cafe, guys. Now, this spot is definitely underrated in my opinion. Whenever you're defending kitchen, a lot of attackers sometimes like to come through white right here. So I like to put traps literally on this doorway right here. A lot of people just don't tend to look at this doorway in terms of KAPKAN traps. It doesn't really matter what side of the doorway you put it on, but if you guys want the best one, Suggest you put it on this side. That way, if there's any attackers coming through this big window, which is not really common, those KAPKAN traps on this side is protected by the pole right here. I also like to put traps on this double door right here in VIP. A lot of attackers don't expect KAPKAN traps to be in this location. KAPKAN's on the doorways and vault. Because most of the time attackers do end up taking Aviator, because this map is heavily most of the time attackers do end up taking control of site regardless, and usually there's always one attacker that likes to come in vault whenever there's one person left alive, perhaps be on the bar. So they're not going to expect KAPKAN traps to be in the vault door. If you're going to do this, make sure to put it on the right side, because if attackers come in the vault from this side, they're going to see if there's a KAPKAN on that side, so just make sure to put it right here where it's way more hidden. The next map, we're in Outback. Now, if you guys are defending bedrooms on the first floor, 99% of the time attackers are going to play vertically here, so they're going to be around this area. So where I like to put KAPKAN traps, I just put them in their doorway into laundry. Attackers are not going to expect this because it's so far away from sight. And I literally just put all my traps on their doorways in laundry. And they usually get me free kills. And more likely than not, attackers, especially Ram, who you can possibly kill, will run into one of these traps right here. Okay guys, now we're in Coastline. Now, if you guys are defending kitchen, more likely than not, attackers are going to play vertically here. So their most common points are going to be the Hall of Fame door, or the hatch and bathroom, or the double window and penthouse. So you guys can actually put traps on this VIP door, which will help you guys. Guys, if you're going to put traps on this door, put them on the right side, because attackers in the Hall of Fame can clearly see the trap right here. So just put it in this area to make sure it's well hidden. Now we're in Skyscraper. Now, if you guys are defending karaoke, this side of the map is pretty common for attackers to push from. Attackers like to come in through this window most of the time at exhibitions. So what I like to do is I put traps on the double door right here. If you guys want to put traps on a doorway, just make sure to put it on the right side, not on the left, because any attackers that come in through the window are going to see the KAPKAN trap on the left side immediately. So just make sure to put all your traps on the right side. Or you guys can put them on this doorway right here. This doorway is pretty common for attackers to come through. If you're going to put traps on this door, make sure you put it on the right side from the attacker's point of view. That way they don't see any KAPKAN traps. Because if you put them on the other side, it's more than likely they're going to see them and destroy them.